Okay, so we have another case unboxing for you today. This time it's going to be of the Gamemax Vegas. This case has a moving chair in the background apparently. This case is a kind of RGB attempt from Gamemax. It has 7 different LED colours. It has kind of a strip or 2 strips around the front of the case, an LED fan in the back, and then with a press of a button you can cycle through a series of 7 colours. We'll be doing a build with this eventually, and I think we're going for blue, which is our usual build colour anyway. So quickly getting into the box. Now this case comes in black and white. We got the black version, as you can see there, with the tick. So now here is the case. You can see this here is an LED strip. Around here as well is also an LED strip. We have an intake hole for your front fans. Here we have a button to control our LEDs, 2 fan controllers, 3 setting fan controllers. Kind of stiff though. A USB 3, 2 USB 2, headphone and microphone jacks, and a power button. At the top we also have a magnetic 120 or 140 millimeter dust filter, so you can add another fan up there if you wanted. And this panel here is stamped out for a little bit extra cable management. These cases aren't really all that big on cable management anyway, so that's any assistance is kind of nice. And on this side panel we have a fairly decently sized side panel window. It should show off basically all of your parts on the inside. These thumb screws are done on tight. See the paneling a little bit better. I think there is a very light smoke to that tint as well. You see here there are multiple LEDs in here, so that'll light up the inside of the case a little bit as well, which is quite nice actually. I didn't actually expect them to be there. I thought some of the other pictures I'd seen of builds done in this case, I thought they had LED strips, so that's very nice. There is a shroud covering the power supply and your hard drives, but there are some mounts for, there are 2 mounts for SSDs right here, so you can put SSDs on the opposite side, because it doesn't look like you'd be able to fit them with this kind of bump here. Then again, I guess you could try. Sadly, I don't have my SSD to check anymore because I put that in the build and I sold it. But I'm sure we'll have one lying around at some point that I can maybe test it. So there is a fan here. I cannot tell you right now if it's LED or not. I wouldn't imagine so, because you can't actually see it from the front. And also the blades are not clear. So I'm guessing that's just a normal 120mm fan. But there are mounting holes to put another one in, if you so wished. And then I think, I'm not entirely sure. No, I thought you were able to put another one down below, but you're not. Yeah, there's not enough room. So, in this shroud, you can see there's also 2 120mm mounting holes for some fans. I think it'd be a little bit hard to mount, but you might be able to get a 240mm radiator on there if you tried hard enough. You may actually have to take off the shroud to put it on, because I don't think you'll be able to get a screwdriver up to screw it in from there. So, but I think if you tried hard enough, you'd be able to. Which it would look cool if you can imagine your CPU being here and your tubes going up. It'd be different compared to a lot of the other cases. So yeah, another thing I actually didn't expect. Now this case is full ATX. Yeah, and it has 7 PCIe expansion slots, and they are not the ones that you have to twist and punch out. They are just normal ones with thumb screws. So you can tell this is one of Gamemax's higher end cases. And now I'm going to attempt to try and find all the Molex connectors for the LEDs in this case, and I'm going to try and turn them on because I have a power supply lying around, so we'll give that a shot now. So I have a Aerocool Integrator 500 watt. You can't see the name because they put a load of things on it and my address is on this, so I'm going to just block it off. And it's now safe to look. Well, I have the power supply hooked up, and it is I have a little jumper in it just to get it to jump itself really. How you do that is you go with the green wire and any black one, in case you do not know. Green one and any of the black ones. So all I have to do now is turn on the power supply and it should just turn on. I have to say it's actually a really nice looking case. With all the LEDs working, you get the real full effect of it. Okay, so a couple of days later, as you can see, I've changed my clothes, and I've also gotten a haircut, I think. I don't remember. Yeah, okay. I'm getting confused. Never mind. Anyway, last time I showed you the LEDs of this case. Now, this case doesn't just do that, it does multiple other things. So if I turn this power supply back on, like that, as you can see, now it's in a really kind of quick flashing mode. A little button up here that says LED on the button. Press it. You can turn it off entirely. The slow breathing motion again. An actual breathing motion. Just red, green, blue, purple, light blue, green, and a kind of very light blue, purple-ish colour, kind of UV-ish. And there you go, off again. So what I want to know is, if I was to turn this off now, will it remember that I had it on blue? And yes, it will. So that means I can set this to blue and it will always stay that way unless someone changes it. We also have 2 fan controllers, like I already said. So really, this is almost entirely customizable, which I find to be a good thing. Is that fan spinning in the front as well? It is. So there we go. So if you come around the back here, you can see that really there isn't much cable management room. If you look up here, really anywhere. But the power supply does have a shroud, and so they usually come with little holes up in there. So at least your front panel connections can go down and in to your motherboard rather than kind of coming along and going in and then across. So while it doesn't have that much space for cable management, there are a lot of options to choose from when you're actually doing it. I would also probably bring power lead for your graphics card. Speaking of which, in a couple of days, maybe a week or so, depending on parts, I will be doing a build in this with an RX 460. This is the Sapphire Nitro, as you can see right there. So that'll fit nicely in this case, I think. And if I also have another Hyper 103. So overall, I have to say this is a really nice case. It's a nice looking case. It has plenty of options. It has great lighting, a built-in LED strip, and overall, the look of the case itself is just kind of nice. It's not overly flashy, and when you turn the LEDs on, it's nice. It's not like a nice case, you turn the LEDs on and it's gaudy. So I think that doing a build in this should be really, really nice. And yeah, so I'm actually looking forward to doing this now. So that's really it for this video, and before I end it, I'm going to give this what the cameraman calls the beauty shot, or the beauty spin I should say. There we go. So that's been it for the unboxing and overview of the Gamemax Vegas. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.